Hey guys, it's Game3 and welcome back to episode 12 of Manchester United Career Mode. Now today we're on the very last episode of the season and hopefully we can get ourselves 2 wins from the last 2 games. We've got a game against Arsenal at home which I'm going to be playing. We've also got a game against Hull City afterwards. I think they might be near the bottom of the table. I'll have a quick look. In fact, no, they're 8th. They're doing quite well this season. Very good. 56 points. That's incredible. But we will be playing that game also, but I'll be putting out like a really weak young team, and I'm going to play that as the final game of this season. And then potentially we'll get into the transfer window, maybe try and sell a few players that I was on about selling, like Griezmann and Royce. But let's get on with this episode. First of all, that is the team I'm going to be playing. Also guys, if you do enjoy this, then please go hit the thumbs up button and also subscribe as well if you haven't already. Let's get on with the game though, and that is the team I'm going to put out like I was saying before. Man.Utd just start this match alongside Ramos at centre back. And yeah, big game against Arsenal. I mean, I know we've already won the league, which is incredible, first season in. But yeah, we are going to hopefully try and beat Arsenal anyway. I think they're about 3rd or 2nd in the league. I can't remember. Let's see how we get on and hopefully get ourselves a few goals. Looks like it's an evening kickoff, not that that really makes much of a difference, but yeah, looks really good. And like I was saying before, they are 2nd, 10 points behind us at the moment. We have an opportunity to make it 13 after this game. But yeah, let's see how we do. Hopefully I can get some goals from Griezmann and Royce, and that can potentially persuade myself to hopefully keep hold of them. But the way it's going at the moment, I doubt we'll still be at the club by the start of the next season. Royce pulls it back to Rooney to shoot, and Gabriel gets a huge touch. Still not being gathered by the keeper, and eventually Monreal will pass it out. That's our best chance so far, 10 minutes in. Come on, Rooney. I'm hopefully going to keep hold of Rooney unless I get like a huge bid for him, because he is pretty much a Man United player, isn't he, through and through. And he has gone and got himself a goal. 1-0, 22 minutes in, and a nice little finish past to Petr Cech. But like I was saying before, hopefully I do keep hold of him in the summer, because he is pretty much symbolic of Manchester United, and it would be a shame to get rid of him. But like I say, if a huge bid came in, potentially he might go. But 20 goals this season, he has been absolutely incredible for us, and he's just made it 1-0. Griezmann's looked for Rooney. Wayne Rooney, 2-0. Somehow he managed to outpace Gabriel, slots it past Petr Cech, as his 2nd of the game, on for his hat-trick now, hopefully. And that's it for the first half. We are still winning 2-0 against Arsenal. Very comfortable at the moment. Arsenal haven't really threatened us, really. They've had 1 or 2 attempts, but nothing as good as our chances and the goals that we've scored. So, yeah, I think Royce and again Griezmann have been pretty poor. Depay I've seen a bit of, along with Wayne Rooney, who's obviously been our star man in the first half. So I think I'm going to try out Juan Mata instead of Royce. I'm going to bring Depay onto the left-hand side, on his favoured side, and take off Griezmann and bring on Darmian. And who else should I bring on? I'm going to bring on Herrera, give him a bit of a go, and take off Freddie Guarin. And that is going to be all 3 changes at half-time. Schneiderlin through to Rooney on the right-hand side. Needs Memphis really in the middle. Still going though, Wayne Rooney. Can he get his hat-trick here? Wayne Rooney, saved by Petr Cech. And out to Herrera, and it takes a huge deflection out for a corner. We're going to play it short this time. Mata to Memphis Depay. Can we find anybody on the edge of the box? Schneiderlin, it's broken down a little bit. Herrera into Rooney, and again broke down and cleared by Debuchy. Memphis with the cross, trying to find Wayne Rooney again. Oh, I think we've got ourselves a free kick here somehow. How did that happen? Is it our free kick? Maybe. We've gone for Aaron Ramsey really there. It should be a high foot or a low head. Wait, is it a penalty? Was that inside the box? I didn't even realise. We got ourselves a penalty. 30 minutes to go. Wayne Rooney to step up. Can he get himself a hat-trick? Rooney does. 3-0. 3 goals for Wayne Rooney. And a brilliant game this one. 3-0. It's now 22 goals for Wayne Rooney this season, 3 of which have come in this game, so a hat-trick for Wayne Rooney. I don't know if that's his 2nd of the season. I can't remember how many hat-tricks he's got this season, but that might actually be his 1st one, I can't remember. But anyway, very good performance from him so far. He's probably been our best player so far, so yeah, very good stuff. Hopefully going to try and keep him now. Amshik puts in a cross. Oh my days, no way. David De Gea's had an absolute nightmare there. He's come out for it, it's gone through his arms, and Olivier Giroud's just prodded it in. Oh, I thought it was going to be a comfortable one, that's why I stopped talking, because I didn't expect it to come to anything. De Gea's just completely missed the ball. How has he managed that? And then Giroud's got on the end of it, and Daikise couldn't keep it out. And they've managed to stop us from getting a clean sheet, so it's 3-1. No way. No way, how has that happened? Oh my days, Giroud's just got another. We're going to have to watch that one back on the replay. How have they managed to do that? I've just backheeled it right into Giroud's path, which is fair enough. He just smacks it first time into the back of the net. They're going to end up drawing at this rate. There's 15 minutes to go as well. How has that happened? They've started to put on a little bit more pressure. Not really that much, to be honest. I just backheel it to Giroud. He hits it first time like it was nothing. Look at that. De Gea's got no chance, really. And it's now 3-2. I've gone with a more defensive formation now. Just put Depay up front. Rooney in behind him. Probably a little bit further back, actually. Darmian on the left-hand side. And Mata on the right. Hopefully that's going to be enough to see us through the rest of the game. 12 minutes left now, though. And it is. We have won the game 3-2. Managed to get ourselves a win, just about. Should have been a lot more comfortable. We conceded 2 very unlucky goals. But we got ourselves the win and the 3 points for the last home game of the season. But yeah, we do have Hull coming up next. And I think I'll be playing that game. I said I would. But I'm not too sure. We'll just have to see what sort of time we have left. I think we should have enough time because I maybe wanted to potentially get some transfers done, but I think I'll leave it for the next episode so I can get your guys' suggestions in the comments. So don't forget to leave those down below so I can read and reply, and obviously use them in the video for the next episode. And I'll obviously show them on the screen as well, like I usually do. So anyway, we've got the game against Hull now. I'll be back in a minute so I've decided what team I'm going to play. Like I say, it's going to be a weakened and younger team than usual, with quite a few changes. So yeah, let's have a little look what team I'm going to go with. Okay, this is the team I'm going to go with. It's heavily changed, like I said. Lindegaard starts in goal, Rojo and Man.Utd at centre-back, Smalling at right-back, Shaw at left-back, and then in the midfield I've got Januzaj, Daley Blind and Fellaini, along with Saul at right-mid, just because he can play there, and I want to try and play Daley Blind, Fellaini and Saul all at the same time, so that's how I've tried to do it. Wilson's in behind Correa, who starts up front, so a nice little team. It might not get us the win, but I'm just after really a good performance, and it kind of lets me know what sort of players I should keep and which players maybe are not good enough to stay at the club. So this will give me a bit of an idea as to what sort of players I have left in the squad. Let's see how it gets on against Hull. It should be a game that we win, but we'll just have to see how these players do. No way. Myler's gone scored 1-0, 30 minutes in. How has that one happened? Hull have had a few chances. We probably have the better chances than them. But they have had a couple themselves, and this was just one of them, really. A little chipped ball in, and Myler just nods it past Lindegaard into the back of the net, and they're winning 1-0. Correa's managed to just about get through the defence. Correa, and he's put it in the back of the net. Brilliant strike, 1-1. And I somehow managed to get through the defence. No idea how that happened. But we've managed to get our goal, 1-0. And that is it for the first half. We are still drawing 1-1. Not a bad first half. We probably should be winning. But I can't really complain too much. We've not had that many clear-cut opportunities. They've had a lot more possession, actually, as well. And apparently more shots. So I suppose the scoreline's fair enough with those stats. We are going to make, I think, a couple of changes to kind of make things a little bit better in midfield, because it hasn't quite worked really. Daley Blind's done all right, but I think actually maybe it's Saul that might be the issue. So what we'll do is we'll put, I think, Depay on the left-hand side and Januzaj on the right. That will hopefully improve things slightly, and other than that, I'm going to keep the team exactly the same. Another corner, Man.Utd. Can he find Fellaini? He nearly did. Fellaini's movement's awful. I want to get rid of him, to be honest. He's not done very much at all in this game so far. So I think he's probably one to get rid of. Daley Blind, though, I'd like to keep him. I think he's had a good game, actually, considering I'm not a huge fan of him. I thought he was very good, actually, in this game so far. Okay, there's 20 minutes to go now, and we do need to start really trying to go for the win. We've got 2 more changes that I can make. I want to maybe push Fellaini further forward, and we kind of go a bit more long ball. Take off Wilson, who's had an okay game, it's not been great for him, and we'll bring on Schneiderlin. I'd also like to bring on Rooney, but it's tricky because obviously got Fellaini up front, so maybe we just leave that one for now. Ramos would also be tempting as well, but I want to make attacking changes rather than defensive ones, so maybe, I don't know, take Correa off and bring Rooney on, give that a bit of a go, and see how we get on now with 20 minutes to go. Go on, Rooney, plenty of space now. Wayne Rooney to put it in the box. Oh, Fellaini nearly would have got there, I would imagine. And it's out for another corner. Why would Fellaini want to take this, really? Come on, let's have a better corner taker. We're going to go with Depay. I just want Fellaini to get in there, crowd the keeper, get involved a little bit. Come on. Oh, Fellaini's gone way too near the front post there. Here we go, probably our final attack here. Fellaini to Rooney. Come on, Fellaini, keep up so I can go sweaty. Fellaini, go on. Yes, 2-1, 89th minute. I thought he was going to miss that one then when he had to do a little swivel around for some reason. Fellaini scores, and I suppose that's kind of your reason why you put him up front, so he can score tap-ins and occasionally head the ball. But yeah, we have managed to make it 2-1, and hopefully it's going to stay that way and we won't concede any silly goals. And that is it, we have won the game 2-1. That's it, the final game of the season. We've managed to win it. And we'll also, I think, we'll be presented with the trophy, do you think? I don't really know. But anyway, we have managed to complete the season now. It took us 12 episodes, and I think that's pretty decent for a season. That's generally how I like to do it, 10 to 12 episodes, really. But yeah, we've managed to win ourselves the league this year. We've also, I think, won... Did we win the FA Cup, was it? I can't remember which one it was. I think it was the FA Cup. But yeah, anyway, good stuff from us. A decent match in the end. We managed to obviously bring Rooney on. He kind of changed things for us a little bit. Here's the trophy presentation. I think, will it be Rooney lifting it? No, it's going to be Chris Smalling lifting the trophy. So maybe should have changed the captains around, but obviously you can't do that in game. So Smalling it will be to lift the trophy. And yeah, let's just watch this one out. Here we go, Smalling to lift it. And we have won the league. There we go. And yeah, it only took us one season, so very good stuff. Hopefully next year we can win the Champions League, because I don't think I was in that this year, was I? I can't really remember what I was doing in Europe this year. Not really too sure, but anyway, hopefully we can win the Champions League next year, which will be a big challenge. Obviously I need to change the team round and do loads of different transfers. So that is it for the season, but it's not that it for the episode. I've got a little bit more to do now. We'll see what the board think of my season. They'll obviously keep me on, I'd imagine, and I just want to really know what sort of budget I've got going into the next season. Also, Rooney got the golden boot. We got 22 goals this year, which was very good. Where was the nearest goal scorer? Depay. We also got second place as well. He was 6 goals behind Rooney, so I think Depay is obviously going to stay. I can't imagine him leaving. Although I suppose it depends on the amounts that you get bids for. I mean, I didn't expect Bakker to be sold at my Wolfsburg career, but I just got such a huge bid that he had to go. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how we're doing at the moment. We'll get on with finishing the season and I'll be back in a minute. But before we end the season, I'm going to hand out a few contracts. It's kind of like rewards to players that I want to keep. The first one's going to be to David De Gea. He's recently signed a new contract actually with United after all the summer speculation and move that fell through. So we are going to give him a new deal. It's going to be a 2-year extension on his current contract. I'm going to give him the same wage and he'll be with like 3 years left now on his contract once he signs it. So that'll be until he's 27. Schweinsteiger also will sign a 1-year contract extension. We'll up his wage to 200 grand a year like he wants as well. He's had a very good season for me, my best midfielder in game as well. Nick Powell will probably be leaving, sadly. He's a youngster, but he's someone I don't feel really will get into the squad. Phil Jones will also sign a new contract, an extra 20 grand a week for him, and he's going to be... We'll go important first team player, I think. Ramos will sign a new contract. He's been brilliant for us. I'd like it to be a 2-year contract, though. So he has 3 years left. I think we'll go with that 2-year extension, should I say. And he'll be a crucial first team player if he does choose to sign. Lindegaard will get an extra year on his contract. He's been a brilliant secondary keeper. We'll go squad rotational. Hopefully he'll be happy with that one. And I think Coleman will go with a 1-year contract extension. He wants 120 grand a week, which we will give. And he'll be a crucial first team player. That's understandable. He's been brilliant for us yet again. And I think in terms of other players, the only other player I can really think that I'd like to get on a little bit longer is probably Memphis Depay. I know we probably won't do that many seasons because it is coming to the end of FIFA 15 now, but I'd like to get him on an extra 1-year contract extension to increase his value, and I think that's everyone really. Can't think of too many other players. Rooney's already on a long contract, so yeah, hopefully they do accept those contracts. Here we go, I think they've all been accepted here, that's very good news. Lindegaard's happy to stay, which is even better. Oh, actually, here we go, he's not happy to stay. Apparently he hasn't signed the contract. He wants to leave for some reason. Maybe because he didn't get enough games, but he got more than what I'd have usually have given to a keeper, because David De Gea was obviously left out. So, how many games did he get in the end? 19 in all competitions. That's pretty decent, I think. So, I don't know why he's that bothered about that. He also got 2 assists for himself as well, which is really good. So, I'm a little bit annoyed really that he wants to leave. We'll have to try and get a decent amount for him though. Here we go, the board have said I've had a super season. We've managed to fulfill some of the targets. And we've also got a domestic cup performance review as well. Basically saying they have we've had an excellent showing in the Cup, which is decent. I think I also got, which it didn't show up, but it is in my archive messages, I won Manager of the Season. Brilliant news. That's very good to see. The loan has expired also for Courier as well. I don't know why it doesn't just show these. It'd be really helpful if it did. But yeah, sadly Courier has gone back to his club after having a very good end to the season. It's someone I'd be tempted to try and sign permanently, but again, we'll just have to see how things go. Maybe a different striker pops up in the transfer window. The season budget is 34 million and the wage is 160 grand. They want me to win the league again. I think that's something that we should obviously be trying to do. Retain the league is really quite important. We got 91 points last season, which is absolutely incredible from 38 games. Now on to the new season, and we are finally in July. Hopefully we can make some decent signings. I need to go through in the next episode, go through my whole squad and decide on players that will be staying and leaving. But yeah, that is it for this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, then please do hit the thumbs up button. Also subscribe as well if you haven't already. And yeah, let me know in the comments what players I should sign, but also what players I should keep and get rid of. Let's have a look at our emails quickly before we go. Lindegaard's out for 3 days. Transfer offer for Depay. I'm going to make you wait for that one, I think. We'll wait for it. The Champions League Cup objective is to win the Champions League, which should be interesting. And I want me to win the Domestic Cup. I need to remember to come back and look at that Depay transfer offer. So we'll have to see what team it's from in the next episode, guys. Don't forget to tune in then. It should be not tomorrow, but the day after, I hope. We'll just have to see how things go. But that is it, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.